January 4th, 2016 is a date Dave Earnhart will never forget, even though he doesn't remember a thing about it.
I feel a little bit cheated out of the experience because I don't have any recollection of it at all.
Drugs, guns, and $1 million seized in a massive meth bust.
Dave works at Fox 2 in the promotions department. And even though the job involves a lot of sitting around, Dave has always been an active guy. He especially loves to go running. But on that January 4th, exactly 1 month after his 51st birthday, everything changed.
Turned out to be something called an aortic dissection, something I've never heard of.
Dave's aorta, the main artery from his heart, suddenly began tearing apart, and no one really knows why. Doctors at Missouri Baptist Hospital rushed him into surgery. It didn't take long before things went from desperate to dire.
Once it ruptured, I was told I lost about half of the blood in my body.
A few minutes later, Dave's heart stopped.
I, quote unquote, died for 7 minutes.
But he lived to tell the tale.
No bright lights, no long lost relatives that I saw, or, I just no memory of that at all. Just wasn't my time.
But it just wasn't that simple either. During the surgery, Dave had a stroke, which left his left side paralyzed. They weren't even sure he'd survive the surgery. His family was terrified.
I don't know, I didn't want to go through life like without my dad,
Even before his health crisis, Dave had his share of heartache. A difficult divorce left him a single father, raising his 3 children alone, too busy and too dispirited to believe in anything divine. But going through a near-death experience has changed him profoundly.
What I prayed about, and it is happening, he's regaining some faith that he had lost. And that makes me happy.
It definitely has restored my faith. I thought that everything in my life could be controlled, or I could have some say in it, and I found out that there are some things that are completely out of my hands.
Don't lean against that wall. You don't lean against the wall in real life.
Dave spent 48 days in the hospital and more than 4 months in physical therapy. The only physical struggle he is still fighting is weakness in his left leg, which is why every day Dave takes a long walk.
Once in a while I have a dream where I'm running, and it just feels like it did before, And then, I have the realization when I'm awake is that, I'll probably never do that. But, there's always hope.
5 months after his surgery, Dave returned to work.
My first day back to work, I had to go past Missouri Baptist. I was listening to a radio station. It was playing "It's a Great Day to Be Alive," and the tears just flowed. And, every day is a great day to be alive.
And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes.
For Dave Earnhart, coming back from his near-death experience has been the longest journey of his life. You might even call it a pilgrimage. When it comes to celebrating his blessings, Dave doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. Paul Shankman, Fox 2 News.